Have you ever stopped to think why some of the highest paid professions in the United States simply do not appear on popular internet lists? While everyone talks about doctors, lawyers, and software engineers, there is a whole world of extremely lucrative careers that operate in the shadows, away from the spotlight and headlines. Today, you will discover 7 professions that can completely transform your outlook on career opportunities in the United States, and the most fascinating, most people have never heard of them. Get ready, because what you're about to discover could change your professional life forever. Let's start with an inconvenient truth. The traditional education system doesn't prepare you for these careers. Schools always talk about the same professions year after year. But what about those positions that pay 6 figures, sometimes reaching 7 figures annually, and which practically no one mentions? The reason is simple. These careers are discreet in nature. They don't need advertising because demand always outstrips supply. These are professions where word of mouth works better than any marketing campaign. And precisely for this reason, those who are within these niches prefer to keep things like this: exclusive, selective, and extremely profitable. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your expert knowledge is worth gold in the market. Imagine having companies vying for your services, offering compensation packages that would make most people think you're joking. This is not fantasy. It is the reality of professionals who have chosen less obvious paths. Before we reveal the first career, I want you to understand something crucial. These are not professions for those looking for shortcuts or magic solutions. These are careers that require dedication, specialization, and often years of accumulated experience. But the reward goes far beyond money. We're talking about careers where you have real control over your time, where your expertise is genuinely valued, and where you can build a solid professional legacy. Careers that withstand economic downturns because they offer irreplaceable value now. Think about it with me. How many people do you know who are stuck in jobs that pay average wages, working in oversaturated sectors, competing with thousands of other professionals for the same vacancy? The difference between being in that crowd and being in one of these 7 careers can only be an informed decision. If you're ready to discover opportunities that can revolutionize your career path, subscribe to the Salary Uncovered channel now. Turn on Tinkerbell so you don't miss out on any exclusive content about careers and salaries that no one else is revealing. And share this video with that person who needs to know this valuable information. Let's go to the first career on our list, and I assure you that you will be surprised. Career number 1: Regulatory Compliance Specialist for Medical Devices. When you think of the medical industry, you probably imagine doctors and nurses, right? But there is a category of professionals who earn between $150,000 and $350,000 a year, and their work takes place completely behind the scenes. These experts are responsible for ensuring that medical devices from pacemakers to MRI equipment meet all regulatory requirements of the FDA, the American Regulatory Agency. Without them, no medical product reaches the market. Why does this career pay so well? Simple: the responsibility is enormous. One mistake can cost millions of dollars in recalls, lawsuits, and damage to the company's reputation. In addition, regulations are constantly changing, requiring continuous updating. The fascinating thing is that most people don't even know that this profession exists. There are no specific faculties for this. Most professionals come from backgrounds in biomedical engineering, pharmacy, or even law, and develop expertise through certifications and hands-on experience. Companies like Johnson & Johnson, Medtronic, and Boston Scientific are always looking for these professionals. And here's the secret: demand grows faster than the supply of qualified specialists. That means negotiating power in the heights. Career number 2: Mergers and Acquisitions Consultant for Medium-sized Companies. Everyone knows the giants of Wall Street and their investment bankers. But there is an extremely profitable niche that operates out of the spotlight: consultants, specializing in M&A for medium-sized companies, those that make between $10 million and $500 million annually. These professionals earn between $200,000 and $600,000 a year, often with bonuses based on the success of transactions that can double that figure. His work involves identifying acquisition opportunities, evaluating target companies, structuring deals, and conducting due diligence. The reason this career remains relatively unknown is that it operates in closed circles. There are no job ads on LinkedIn. Opportunities arise through networking, reputation, and referrals. Think of it this way. There are millions of small and medium-sized businesses in the United States. Many of them are in the process of family succession. Others seek growth through strategic acquisitions. Each of these transactions needs a specialist who understands not only finance, but also operational dynamics, company culture, and long-term strategy. The most interesting. Many of these consultants start their careers in auditing or traditional business consulting, then migrate to that niche when they realize the potential. Some even work independently, setting up their own consulting boutiques. Career number 3, Director of Data, Privacy, and Digital Compliance. With the explosion of regulations like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California, there has been an urgent demand for professionals who have a deep understanding of data protection, digital privacy, and technology regulatory compliance. These directors earn between $180,000 and $400,000 annually, and companies literally fight over them. Why? Because a data breach can cost millions in fines, as well as completely destroying a brand's reputation. This is a career that was born less than a decade ago, but has already become critical. Every company that collects customer data needs someone to ensure compliance. And where? Not just talking about tech giants, hospitals, banks, retailers, insurers. They all need these specialists. The path to this career often starts in IT, ICSRI, or law, but the difference lies in understanding the intersection between technology regulation and business ethics. It is a rare skill, and the market generously rewards this rarity. Many of these professionals also work as external consultants, serving multiple companies simultaneously, which can significantly multiply their earnings. Some set up their own firms, specializing in digital compliance. Career number 4, Expert in Supply Chain Optimization for E-commerce. The exec boom has created a complex problem: how to deliver products faster, cheaper, and more efficiently. Companies are willing to pay between $160,000 and $380,000 annually for professionals who can solve this puzzle. These experts analyze the entire supply chain from suppliers to the end customer, identifying bottlenecks, optimizing distribution routes, negotiating with carriers, and implementing automation technologies. Every percentage point of efficiency they can save can represent millions of dollars for the company. Why do so few people know about this career? Because it is highly technical and specific. It requires knowledge in logistics, data analysis, negotiation, and technology. It's an unusual combination of skills. Giants like Amazon and Walmart have entire teams dedicated to this. But what few know is that thousands of medium-sized OCMSL companies also desperately need these professionals. And the competition for talent is fierce. Many professionals in this area come from industrial engineering, business administration, with a focus on operations, or even from practical experiences in distribution centers. What sets them apart is their ability to think strategically about complex systems. Leave it in the comments. Which of these careers have you never heard of before? Were you surprised by the salaries? We want to know your opinion. Career number 5. Tax Strategy Consultant for High Net Worth Individuals. Hairs. A truth that few speak openly. Very wealthy people in the United States pay fortunes to consultants who help them structure their finances legally and optimally from a tax point of view. These expert advisors earn between $220,000 and $700,000 annually, working with clients who have net worth above $5 million. His work involves succession planning, trust structuring, investment optimization, and philanthropic strategies that also generate tax benefits. Discretion is key in this profession. You will never see these consultants advertising or appearing at public events. They work exclusively through referrals and long-term relationships. The fascinating thing is that each client represents a unique challenge. There is no shelf solution. Each strategy needs to be customized, considering the individual's specific situation, their long-term goals, and the complex web of U.S. tax regulations. To enter this career, most professionals have a CPA certification in financial planning or training in tax law. But the real difference lies in the ability to build trusting relationships and think creatively within legal boundaries. Many of these consultants work in specialized boutique firms or as partners in tax law firms. Some eventually become family office advisors, managing virtually every financial aspect of ultra-wealthy families. Career number 6, Director of Patient Experience in Private Health Systems. Healthcare in the United States is a trillion-dollar business, and competition between hospitals and health systems is intense. Because of this, large hospital chains are investing heavily in professionals who improve the end-to-end patient experience. These directors earn between $170,000 and $420,000 a year. Their work goes far beyond customer satisfaction. They analyze complete patient journeys, redesign processes, implement technologies, train teams, and create metrics to measure outcomes. Why is this position so valuable? Because the patient experience directly impacts the bottom line. Health systems with better satisfaction scores receive better Medicare reimbursements, attract more patients, and are able to negotiate better contracts with insurers. This is a fascinating hybrid career that combines knowledge of healthcare operations management, data analysis, and behavioral psychology. There is no specific university training for this. Most come from nursing, hospital administration, or business consulting. Major health systems, such as Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, and Kaiser Permanente, have pioneered this area. Now practically all large private hospitals have such positions, and demand continues to grow. The most interesting thing is that these professionals often become independent consultants, helping multiple health systems simultaneously, which can raise their earnings significantly. We're halfway through the video, and you've already discovered 6 amazing careers. If you're enjoying this exclusive content, subscribe to the Salary Uncovered channel now. Be sure to turn on notifications to receive firsthand all our videos about careers and salaries in the United States. This is the kind of information that can transform your professional future. Career number 7, Intellectual Property Valuation Specialist. We come to the last career on our list, and perhaps the most intriguing of all. Intellectual property valuation specialists determine the economic value of patents, trademarks, copyrights, and other intangible assets. These professionals earn between $190,000 and $500,000 annually, with the most experienced easily surpassing this ceiling. Why so loud? Because their assessments impact decisions of millions, sometimes billions of dollars. Think about mergers and acquisitions of technology companies. Much of the value is in intellectual property or in patent disputes, where one company accuses another of infringement. The work of the valuation expert is critical in determining damages. This is probably the most invisible career on our list. These professionals rarely appear publicly. They work behind the scenes of giant corporate transactions, complex legal cases, and corporate restructurings. Typical training includes finance, accounting, engineering, or law, followed by specific specializations in intangible asset valuation. Many hold certifications such as CVA or ASA in business valuation. Large consulting firms such as Deloitte, PwC, and KPMG have departments dedicated to this. But there are also highly specialized boutiques that cater only to this niche, and demand never stops because the modern economy is increasingly based on intangible assets. Some professionals in this field eventually become experts in high-profile court cases, testifying in courts about intellectual property disputes worth fortunes. This exposure can catapult their careers and their fees to stratospheric levels. What do all these careers have in common? Now that you've gotten to know the 7 careers, let's talk about the patterns that connect them, because understanding these patterns is the key to identifying other profitable opportunities that we have not yet explored. First pattern: they all solve complex and specific problems. They are not generalist professions. The more specialized the knowledge, the higher the value in the market. It is the basic law of supply and demand applied to human knowledge. Second standard: they all operate in industries or niches where the costs of error are very high. When big money is at stake, companies pay a premium for expertise that minimizes risk, whether it's regulatory compliance, tax strategy, or asset valuation. The cost of having the right professional is infinitely less than the cost of getting it wrong. Third standard: none of them are fully taught in traditional universities. These are careers that develop through unique combinations of formal education, specialized certifications, and hands-on experience. This creates a natural barrier to entry that keeps the supply of professionals limited. Standard room, all of them require constant updating, regulations change, technologies evolve, markets transform. Professionals in these areas need to always be learning. This drives away people who seek comfort and routine, but attracts those who enjoy intellectual challenges. Fifth, standard networking is key. One does not enter these careers simply by sending resumes over the internet. Professional relationships, reputation, and referrals are the real entry portals. Sixth, standard. All offer the potential for independent work or consulting. You don't necessarily have to work for a big company. Many professionals in these areas eventually establish their own practices, further increasing their earning potential. How can you position yourself for one of these careers? The question that's probably on your mind right now is, how do I get started? How do I transition from my current career to one of these opportunities? First step, honest self-assessment. Which of these areas align with your current skills and genuine interests? Don't just chase the money. These careers require passion for what you do because the path is not easy. If you have a background in healthcare or life sciences, regulatory compliance for medical devices may be your path. If you come from finance or accounting, consider tax strategy or intellectual property valuation. Second step, deep research. Connect with people who are already in these careers. LinkedIn is a powerful tool for this. Don't ask for jobs. Ask for insights. Most successful professionals love to share their journey with genuinely interested people. Step 3. Start building specific knowledge. Identify relevant certifications, specialized courses, industry conferences. Immerse yourself in the universe you have chosen. Read everything you can find on the subject. Fourth step. Seek lateral experience. You probably won't be able to get straight into the dream position, but you can find adjacent positions that gradually bring you closer. Work in companies where these professionals work. Observe. Learn, network internally. Fifth step, cultivate progressive specialization. Do not try to learn everything at once. Choose a subniche, become excellent in it, then expand depth before breadth. Step 6. Document your journey and share knowledge. Write articles, make posts in professional networks, participate in discussions. Building a reputation as someone who deeply understands a particular topic opens doors you can't even imagine. Leave a comment telling which of these strategies will you implement first. Are you already in a career and want to transition, or are you starting now? Share your situation with our community. The myths about high-paying careers. Before we conclude, I need to dismantle some dangerous myths that prevent talented people from pursuing these opportunities. Myth number 1, you have to be a genius. False. These careers reward consistency, expertise, and dedication far more than exceptional IQ. I've met countless successful professionals in these areas who are normal people with extraordinary work ethics. Myth number 2, you need to have contacts from the start. Also false. Yes, networking is important, but professional relationships are built, not inherited. Start by providing genuine value to people, whether through knowledge, quality work, or simply being someone you trust. Myth number 3, it's too late for you. Ridiculous. I've met people who made successful career transitions in their 40s, 50s. Your previous experience is not a dead weight. It is a unique asset that can differentiate you in a new area. Myth number 4, you need a degree from an elite university. Even more false. While solid training helps these careers, value concrete results, specific certifications, and relevant experience far more than the name of the university on your degree. Myth number 5, these careers are unstable. On the contrary, precisely because they are specialized and solve critical problems, they tend to be more stable than generalist careers during economic crises. What does the future hold for these careers? One of the smartest questions you can ask about any career is, will it be relevant 10-20 years from now? Let's quickly analyze the global trend. Is clear knowledge-based economy, increasingly complex regulations, technology transforming traditional industries, globalization creating multifaceted business challenges. All these factors amplify the demand for highly specialized professionals. Will artificial intelligence replace these careers? Unlikely. AI is excellent for repetitive tasks and analysis of large volumes of data, but contextual judgment, strategic thinking, and human rapport in high-stakes decisions, these remain firmly in the human domain. In fact, AI will likely make these professionals even more valuable by eliminating basic operational work and allowing full focus on strategic analysis and decision-making. Another favorable trend: aging population in the United States means more mergers and acquisitions of family businesses, more succession planning, more business restructurings. Each of these trends fuels demand for multiple careers that we discussed. The digital economy continues to expand, creating unprecedented regulatory complexity in data, privacy, intellectual property, and e-commerce. This directly benefits several careers on our list. How long does it take to reach these salary levels? Let's be realistic about timelines. Nobody starts out earning $300,000 a year, but understanding typical progression helps you maintain realistic expectations as you build your career. For most of these careers, progression follows a similar pattern. You start in entry or intermediate positions, earning between $60,000 and $90,000 annually. This is your period of intense learning, usually lasting 3 to 5 years. With solid experience and some relevant certifications, you enter the junior specialist or consultant level, where salaries jump to the range of $100,000 to $150,000. You are developing real expertise and starting to have significant responsibilities after approximately 8 to 12 years of total experience, combining depth of knowledge, track record of results, and robust network of relationships. You reach the salary levels we have discussed. Some arrive faster, others take longer, but this is the typical pattern. The important thing is to understand that each step adds exponential value to your career. It's not wasted time, it's foundation building. And unlike many traditional careers where you hit a salary ceiling in these specialist areas, your value keeps growing with experience. Some professionals eventually launch their own consultancies or become partners in firms where earnings potential can explode to 7 figures annually, but that comes with business risks and requires skills beyond technical expertise. The less glamorous side of these careers, justice requires also talking about the challenges. No career is perfect, and high salaries often come with significant pressures. First challenge: immense responsibility. When your decisions impact millions of dollars, the psychological weight is real. You need to develop emotional resilience to cope with this pressure. Second challenge: constant updating. You never stop studying in these areas. Regulations change, technologies evolve, best practices transform. If you hate learning continuously, these careers will exhaust you. Third challenge: intense work in critical periods. Some moments require weeks of 60-70 hours closing transactions. Regulatory deadlines. Business crises do not respect your work-life balance. Fourth challenge: relative loneliness. Because they are such specific niches, you will have few peers with whom to share experiences. This can be isolating, especially early in your career. Fifth challenge: reputational risk. In these careers, your reputation is everything. One significant mistake can tarnish years of hard work. You need to be meticulous and maintain very high ethical standards. But here's the truth: for the right people, these challenges aren't obstacles, they're exactly what makes these careers exciting. If you enjoy solving complex problems, constantly learning, and making a meaningful impact, these challenges become motivating resources to start your journey. Let's go to practice. Where do you find reliable information about each of these careers? For regulatory compliance in medical devices, start by exploring the FDA website and associations such as RAPS, Regulatory Affairs Professionals Society. They offer industry-recognized certification. For mergers and acquisitions advice, dive into content from the association. For corporate growth, and consider certifications like CIR M&A Advisor, offered by AM&A for Data. Privacy International Association of Privacy Professionals offers fundamental certifications, such as CIPP and CIPM, that are gold standard in the industry. For supply chain optimization, explore Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals and certifications such as APICS CSCP for tax strategy. In addition to the traditional CPA, explore specializations through the American Institute of CPAS and National Association of Tax Professionals for patient experience organizations like Barrel Institute and Patient Experience Institute offer valuable resources and networking for intellectual property valuation, explore licensing executives, society and certifications through organizations such as American Society of Appraisers, LinkedIn, Learning, Coursera, and other platforms have introductory courses in many of these areas. They are no substitute for real experience, but they are excellent starting points to understand if that path resonates with you. Expert podcasts, professional LinkedIn groups, and industry conferences are ongoing sources of learning and networking. Invest time exploring these features. Leave a comment. Which feature will you explore first? Do you have any specific questions about getting started in any of these careers? Our community is here to help, inspiring stories of successful transitions. Let me share some real examples that illustrate how ordinary people have transformed their careers. Maria was a nurse in a medium-sized hospital at 32. She realized that while she loved helping patients, she wanted systemic impact. She began studying health management while working networking with hospital administrators and eventually landed a position in the quality department. Today, 7 years later, she is director of patient experience at a regional hospital network, earning more than triple what she did as a nurse. James worked in corporate IT, a steady but uninspiring job. When GDPR was implemented in Europe in 2018, he saw an opportunity, delved deeply into data privacy regulations, earned certifications, started writing articles on the topic. His company noticed and transferred him to a new department focused on digital compliance. Today, he leads data privacy for a Fortune 500 company. Roberto was an accountant in a regional firm. He realized that many of the firm's wealthy clients needed sophisticated tax planning that the firm did not offer. He specialized in this area, built relationships with tax lawyers and financial planners, and eventually opened his own boutique consulting firm focused on high net worth individuals. It took 5 years of construction, but today he has a waiting list of customers and annual income above $400,000, the standard. All of these people identified gaps in the market, invested time developing specific expertise, and had the patience to build credibility. None got rich overnight, but all have radically transformed their professional trajectories. The impact beyond salary. Let's talk about something that goes beyond the numbers in the bank account. These careers offer something money can't buy: genuine professional meaning. When you are the expert who ensures that a life-saving medical device reaches the market safely, you are literally indirectly saving lives. When you structure a transaction that allows a successful family business to continue to thrive under new leadership, you're preserving jobs and legacies. When you protect the digital privacy of millions of consumers, you are defending fundamental rights in the digital age. When you optimize a supply chain by making products more affordable, you're improving lives. This sense of purpose is not abstract. It is tangible, measurable, real. And for many professionals in these areas, it is just as important as financial compensation. Another huge benefit: intellectual autonomy. In these specialized careers, you are often the most knowledgeable person on the subject within the organization. This means your opinions have real weight, your recommendations are implemented, your expertise is respected. Compare that to careers where you're just another cog in the machine, where your ideas need to go through 10 layers of approval, where innovation is discouraged. The difference in job satisfaction is night and day. The truth about market saturation, a legitimate concern. If these careers are so good, by talking about them publicly, wouldn't we be creating saturation? The short answer is no, and here's why. First, these careers have real barriers to entry. It's not watching a video on YouTube and being ready. These are years of development, certifications, practical experience. Most people simply don't have the patience or discipline to go all the ways. Second, demand grows faster than supply. The economy becomes more complex, not simpler. Regulations increase, technologies proliferate, globalization creates new challenges. Each trend fuels demand for specialists. Third, even within these careers, there are endless sub-niches. Regulatory compliance for cardiovascular devices is different from orthopedic devices. Supply chain for perishable food differs from electronic. The level of possible specialization is practically unlimited. Room constant renovation. Professionals retire, change areas, some discover it wasn't for them. There is always room for genuinely committed new talent. The reality is that sharing this information filters naturally. Serious people will research more, take action, persevere. Casual onlookers will watch, find it interesting, and move on. And it's okay. The opportunities will be there for anyone who really wants to pursue them. How to assess if these careers are right for you before you dive in headfirst. Do an honest self-assessment using these questions. Do you genuinely enjoy solving complex problems? Not talking about liking the idea, but actually sitting for hours unraveling a multifaceted problem with no obvious solution. Do you have a tolerance for ambiguity? These careers rarely have black and white answers. You need to be comfortable navigating gray zones and making decisions with incomplete information. Can you communicate complex concepts clearly? Technical expertise without communication skills is of limited value. You need to translate complexity into language that non-technical stakeholders understand. Are you willing to invest significant time in continuous development, not just in the beginning, but throughout the entire career? If your idea of success is to reach a plateau and relax, these careers will frustrate you. Can you maintain strict ethics under pressure? There will be times when shortcuts are tempting. Your moral compass needs to be unshakable because your reputation is your most valuable asset. Are you self-motivated, or do you need constant external structure? Especially in senior positions or independent consulting, no one will be telling you exactly what to do. You need to have internal drive. If you answered authentic yes to most of these questions, it's worth exploring these careers seriously. If not, no problem at all. There are thousands of excellent careers that may best suit your profile. The first concrete step you should take today. Information without action is just entertainment. So let's turn this knowledge into movement. Your first step: choose one of the 7 careers that resonated with you the most. Just one. Don't try to explore them all simultaneously. Focus is power. Step 2. Devote 2 hours this week to deep research. Read articles, watch videos, explore professional association websites, read related job descriptions on LinkedIn. Step 3. Identify 3 people on LinkedIn who work in this area. It does not have to be CEOs. It can be mid-level professionals. Connect with a genuine message mentioning your interest in learning about the area. Step 4. Identify a certification or related introductory course. You don't have to commit yet, just know it exists and how much it would cost. Concrete information makes the path more real. Step 5. Evaluate your current situation. Honestly, what skills do you already have that would be transferable? What gaps would it need to fill? How much time could you realistically devote to development? Step 6. Set a micro goal for the next 4 weeks. It can be completing an online course, reading 3 books on the topic, having informative conversations with 2 professionals in the field. Something small but concrete. Perform these 6 steps and you will literally be ahead of 99% of the people who watch this video, because most will find it interesting and do nothing. Don't be that person. Fatal mistakes to avoid in career transition. Before we close, I need to warn you about common pitfalls that destroy well-intentioned career transitions. Mistake number 1. Skipping steps. Do not try to go from 0 to director in a year. Respect the development process. Shortcuts in these careers simply do not exist. Mistake number 2. Focus only on certifications without practical experience. Certificates open doors, but real experience is what keeps you in the room. Seek practical opportunities in parallel with studies. Mistake number 3. Neglect networking. Technical knowledge qualifies you, relationships hire you. Invest time building genuine connections. Mistake number 4. Give up too soon. Career transitions take time. If you expected results in 6 months and are frustrated, breathe. The realistic time frame is usually 2 to 3 years. Mistake number 5. Not managing family expectations. If you have dependents, partner, family, they need to understand the journey. Lack of domestic alignment destroys many promising transitions. Mistake number 6. Burning bridges in current employment. Even if you are eager to change, maintain impeccable professionalism. Your next employer will check references. Mistake number 7. Taking on too much debt for education. Yes, investing in yourself is important, but suffocating student debt can force you to accept suboptimal positions. Out of financial desperation, we have reached the end, and you have just received information that very few people know. You've just discovered 7 careers that can literally transform your professional and financial trajectory, careers that pay salaries between $150,000 and $700,000 annually, but which rarely appear on popular lists. More important than numbers, you've understood the patterns that make these careers valuable. Deep expertise, solving complex problems, demand exceeding supply, natural barriers to entry, and growing relevance in the future. The question now is not whether these opportunities exist. You know they exist. The question is, are you going to do something with this information? Most people will watch this video, find it fascinating, and go back to exactly what they were doing before. Some will do a little research and give up when they realize it requires real work. Very few will actually draw up a plan and execute it with discipline. Which group will you be in a year from now? The choice is literally yours. Remember, every successful person in these careers started right where you are now. No experience, no connections, just a desire to build something meaningful. The difference between them and most, they took the first step and kept walking. If this video has opened your eyes to possibilities you were unaware of, subscribe to the Salary Uncovered channel right now. Click the like button for YouTube to recommend this content to others who need this information. Share with friends, family, or colleagues who are seeking career direction, and leave a comment telling which of these 7 careers interested you the most, and what will be your first concrete step. We want to follow your journey. Don't forget, information is power, only when turned into action. You have everything you need to get started. The rest is up to you. See you in the next video, where we will continue to reveal hidden opportunities that can change your life. Until then, stay curious, stay focused, and most importantly, keep moving.